Hi, it's Natasha with SoldByNat.com, and I am an associate broker with Virtual Properties Realty. I specialize in and near Gwinnett County, Georgia. Today, I have a special video for you. We are going to be talking about credit. Yes, credit. And I say it's special because credit is the number one thing that prevents people or holds people back from becoming homeowners. I talk to a lot of people. I talk to people of all ages, races. The main thing that I hear that holds people back is credit. I wish we were taught more about credit in school, which is something that you're gonna hear more about in the video today. But yeah, we need to do better with credit. The second thing is not having the funds, but even still, we need to solve credit first, because having low credit means you're paying higher interest rates. Paying higher interest rates means you can't save the money that you need to buy the house. And then another thing, once you have a higher credit, you have more options, because if you want down payment assistance, one down payment assistance program, they want a 620 credit score. So you see how important getting your credit in order is. Let me tell you, you can take care of your credit yourself. The problem that I find is people do not do it. So if you know you're not going to do it, and there's nothing wrong with that. We get busy, we have lives, things just sit there. You have good intentions that you're going to do it, but you don't get it done. Next year comes, your credit is still the same. You still are not in a position to buy, and you need some help. You need, somebody to help you along with the process. That is totally okay. Seek options, seek resources. So today I'm going to be bringing you an option. Now, for a while, I did not have good credit options to give my clients. So that's why I'm super excited about the lady that I'm going to be speaking with today. Her name is Mrs. Bonita White. And, we were connected somehow in the same circles. I was even sharing her credit post. And I spoke at a real estate success conference, and she was a vendor there. So I was able to actually meet her in person. I started looking into her and seeing how passionate she is about the business of credit. And that's exactly what I was looking for, and decided to team up with her. We did a video conference. So you're going to see that and get information. Even if you are not looking to buy a home, still stay tuned. Get the information. She shares a lot of valuable nuggets about credit, just little tips, just to give you a little backstory. I believe in connecting with the right people. Have you ever heard of the term jack of all trades, master of none? I don't want to be that person. I cannot be an expert in every industry, real estate, mortgage, credit. I can't be an expert in everything. So I rely on my partners. Several years ago, I was introduced to this company. Love the idea, love the concept, but I didn't get connected with the right person that could service my clients. So then I was just putting it on the lenders, like whoever the lender sends you to, like just use them. But then I would lose touch with people. Over the past couple of months, I have been looking at different options, and I kind of narrowed it down to about 3. And one thing I'm going to tell you, I want what's best for the people that I work with. So if you are looking to buy within 3 months or less, we need to have a conversation. We need to work directly with the lender and see what it is that you need to work with. If you have 4 months plus, then we're gonna look at 2 different options. The options that we're gonna be talking about today, that's gonna cost less than $100 a month. I also like about this company, aside from credit, they have a lot of great other features, budgeting, savings, will and trust. So you get a lot of service. They have a corporate division where you can call into them, but then I also have Bonita that's gonna be here to help my clients as well as myself. So yes, I do have a third option, and for individuals, it's $800, and for couples, it's $1,400. So without further ado, here's the credit information that I'm bringing to you today.
Hi, this is Natasha Bazille with SoldByNat.com and Virtual Properties Realty. And today I am so excited to bring the special guest that I have, Mrs. Bonita White. Mrs. Bonita White, thank you for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having me, Natasha.
Oh, thank you. This is so awesome, guys. I am so happy to bring you this information. Now, Bonita has a company, and her company is Bonita White and Associates, and she is a financial literacy coach. And today, she is going to talk to us about knowing the key factors that play in, your credit score, all things credit, financial literacy, budgeting, savings, and a lot more. But why this was so important for me is because, in the home buying process, in the real estate industry, I speak to so many people, and their main pain point, their main issue, the main thing holding them back from buying a home is often credit. And they say they're going to work on their credit. And sadly, a lot of them do not. They have the intention, or they know they need to work on it, but they don't do it. And you need a game plan, and sometimes you need resources to help you. So that is where Bonita is going to talk to us about that today. And about the company and all the information that she's going to share, I want to let you know that several years ago, I partnered with this company because I saw value in this company. But I ended up, the person that I teamed up with, it wasn't a good fit. So I had been on the search to look for somebody else that I could team up with, and it took me some time. But I'm so grateful that I have teamed up and found Bonita, and I bring her to you guys today. So Miss Bonita, I'm going to give you the floor.
Well, thank you, Natasha. Just to introduce myself, my name is Bonita White, and I partnered with the company a little over 2 years ago. And like Natasha, I just saw a need in the community. I had gone through a personal foreclosure. I went through bankruptcy, and my credit was in shambles. And that was a while back, but I had to kind of figure things out on my own. And if I would have had this platform, if I would have had this company, if I would have knew about this back then, it wouldn't have taken me so long to rebuild my credit. And a lot of people get into credit issues a lot of times through no fault of their own. A divorce, an illness, or a loss of employment will just put you in a spiral. So I am just so excited about partnering with Natasha, and I'm excited about bringing you this information. So we're going to go on and get started. 49% have no retirement, and only 18% know that they are on track to even reach their income goals for retirement. And that's why you see people retire and then they're greeters at Walmart, or they have to get second jobs. 65% of Americans have no will. You've seen that with a lot of high-profile people. They have no will. 82% have no trust. 71% have no medical or financial power of attorney. Every 2 seconds, a person's identity is stolen. Thieves have come up with other ways than breaking into your house. They can steal your identity. So that has to be protected as well. Well, why is this the case? Our formal education did not teach us about personal finances, ownership, financial freedom, or success. And I know this especially, I am a retired high school science teacher. It was never taught in high schools. The keys to financial freedom, that's what we're going to talk about today. I partnered with a company called United Credit Education Services. So what you're going to learn today, you're going to learn a little bit more about what United Credit Education Services are. You're going to also learn how to position yourself with the best interest rates available for your purchases. And Natasha is a realtor, and you know that the credit score is largely dictates what interest rates you get for your home. So that's very, very important. Isn't that correct, Natasha?
Exactly. No, exactly.
You're going to learn how to pay off your debt that is keeping you going from paycheck to paycheck. So let's just do a reality check of the financial and personal affairs today in America. Unfortunately, about 43 million people have a credit score of 599 or less, and that is not good credit. More than half of Americans don't even know their credit score. They're just they don't want to see it. And that's not a good thing either. The average debt is over $200,000, with many people having less than $500 in savings. And it really should be the reverse. And also, nearly 2/3 of Americans cannot pass a financial literacy test. Service, United Credit Education Services, is a 501c3. We're a nonprofit. And for over 10 years, we have been helping Americans get back on track to the road of financial stability. Our services have successfully removed inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete information from all 3 credit reports. So once your credit gets improved, then you have better opportunity. Our service also offers you the comfort of involvement. I see so many people partner with other companies. They don't know what's going on. They have no idea where they're on. What track they're on. So you'll have access to all of your documents, allowing for you to review and make modifications. So our protection plan membership, it is a suite of services that emphasize we lead with credit, but we also protect your identity, your family, finances, lifestyle, and in future. And that just gives us peace of mind so we can sleep better at night. So let's talk about what's in the protection plan. UCES, United Credit Education Service Protection Plan. Well, budgeting. We have a budgeting tool because a lot of times we find that people get into credit issues because they don't have a budget. And a lot of times they're spending more than what they're making. So we have a tool where you can put in your income, your expenses, and develop a sound budget that will keep you on track. Of course, the credit restoration, we're going to dispute all the negative items. We are 501c3. And while we emphasize that, only a nonprofit can legally dispute all negative items with all 3 credit bureaus. We also have what we call a credit builder. A lot of people do not even know the factors that influence their credit scores. So we have an education piece in there where you can go in and educate yourself. That's where the financial literacy comes in. So you will do better. Once your credit goes up, we don't want it to go back down and then you're back where you started. So it's an education piece. We also have a credit attorney. And what he does, if you've been a victim of identity theft, you have people threatening you, threatening calls, we have a credit attorney on staff that can call up and just put an end to some things. It was one young lady who moved from an apartment because she had mold, and they didn't want to remove that eviction from her credit report, and our credit attorney was able to get that removed. The next thing is credit monitoring. Your credit is like your financial heartbeat. Just like your blood pressure you take, your temperature, you need to know what's going on with your credit. So we have a monitoring where you can log in and get an accurate picture and an accurate score. A lot of people use Credit Karma, but unfortunately, they're not always 100% accurate. We also have a debt payoff system where you can put your debts in, put the interest rates in. It will calculate and tell you what you need to pay off first. It was one young lady that had a car with a very high interest rate. Well, once she got her credit score to increase, the debt payoff system was telling her she needed to refinance her car. She went from like a $700 note to like $200 because of our debt payoff system. We also have a financial lockbox that is like a virtual safe deposit box where someone can put all their financial documents, their insurance policies, all of their financial instruments. So in case of emergency, their family members are not tearing up the house looking for insurance. It's in one secure place. We also have identity monitoring. I told you identity theft protection is one of the fastest growing crimes in America. And we have something that's called Privacy Guard. And if someone opens up a new account, you get an alert. You can have it come right to your cell phone. And if it's not you, you can shut it down by the push of a button. We also have a net worth calculator. A lot of people know how much Beyonce and Jay-Z is worth, but they don't know their own net worth. And that's something that people can keep up with. We have savings goals. Let's say if you want to save for a vacation for the summer, you put in the amount you want to save and it will calculate. And the time you want to save it, it will calculate and tell you how much you need to save a week or a month, and it will send you alerts to keep you on track. And that way, you'll have savings and you won't have to utilize your credit cards. We also offer a will, a trust, medical financial power of attorney, as well as the Youth Financial Literacy Family Mint, where we go into schools and we educate the young people so they'll be more financially sound, more financially literate than we were. So this is the suite of all of our services that we offer under the protection plan. Wow. Now we're going to talk about how your score is calculated, because a lot of people don't know. 35% of your credit are on-time payments. And I tell people, you want to move heaven and earth. Now, if you pay something late, they might charge you a late charge, a late fee. But anything after 30 days, once they report that 30 days, it will drop your credit and it will have a negative impact on your credit for 24 months. So you want to move heaven and earth and always pay your bills on time. The second highest factor is your capacity and the amount owed. You see people that have maxed out credit cards. That hurts your credit score. You want to keep your capacity at 30%. What does that mean? Whatever your credit limit is, you divide it by 3, and you never want to owe more than that. If you have $1,000 credit limit on a credit card, you never want to owe more than $333. So you just take your credit limit divided by 3. You never want to owe more than that. Length of time, how long you've had accounts. A lot of people get money and they say, I'm gonna close all these accounts. That will hurt your credit score, because how long you've had accounts is 15% of your credit score. New credit, the number of inquiries and new accounts opened in the last 12 to 18 months. And this happens a lot when people go shopping for cars. They go to the dealership and that dealership will run your credit with 10 banks. Now you have 10 inquiries on your credit that will stay on for 24 months. So always be mindful of who is doing a hard inquiry on your credit, because that is 10%. And the last is the type of credit. You have installment loans, which are your car notes, your house notes. These are loans that are going to remain the same. And then you have revolving credit, which is your credit card. So these are the 5 factors that influence all of our credit scores. Now, some things they don't want you to know. First of all, the credit agencies have no legal authority. They call them bureaus, but they're really privately held companies that earn billions of dollars just by reporting our information. So they are not government authorities. Credit agencies also are not required by law to put anything on your credit report, but they make their money because the car dealers, the banks, the mortgage companies, the insurance companies pay them to track your credit, but they're not required by law to do anything. And also, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives everyone the right to review and dispute information on their credit report and have it removed if it's not 100% accurate. That means everything has to be accurate. And a lot of times that's not true. Most of the times that's not true. There are some inaccuracies somewhere. Okay, did you know paying off a past due debt does not erase the fact that you were one time not paying it on time? This is tax season. A lot of people said, okay, I'm going to pay off this collection. I have people call me all the time. They paid off all these collections and they said, my score didn't go up. It won't go up. It'll just show paid, but it's still a collection. So a lot of
Wow.
times that's not the best thing to do. Let's try to get it off first. See about getting it off. And then if we can't get it off, then we'll talk about negotiating. But that's a common mistake. And like I said before, excessive inquiries are derogatory. I told you that was 10%. It will affect your credit standing. If you get 3 or more within the last 12 months, it makes it look like you're desperate for credit. Okay, so you can restore your score. Like I said, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives all Americans the right to dispute or investigate any item. And that's what we do at United Credit Education. We get all of this stuff, tax liens, collections. I've even heard of child support, all negative items, we can get them off legally and permanently. Okay, so this is what your back office usually looks like. Like I told you, you are involved. You can go to your dashboard. You can look and see what your progress report is. You see the education piece. So we have a lot of information. And that credit score up there, that never changes. That lets you know where you started. We have our custom support number where you can call in. We have a awesome customer support that is there Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to assist you. The protection plan membership that includes all of these services is a low investment. It is an investment. Now, I tell people it's a temporary investment. You don't have to do it forever. A lot of people say, well, how long does it take? And I tell them everybody's situation is different. Most of my clients get amazing results in 4. I've seen one young lady, she was young though, she didn't have a lot. She got her credit done and restored in 45 days, but most people 4 to 6 months. So this is an investment. The initial investment is $188, and then it's a monthly investment of $89 a month. You do not sign a contract with the company. Once you have your total credit in order and your will, trust, power of attorney, and all of your financial affairs in order, you can cancel this subscription at any time. So that is a rundown of all of the services, and you'll see to get all of these just for this low investment is really
Right.
very, very beneficial. You don't find companies that offer everything.
Right.
We
And I just want to say, if you can go back to the other side.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I just want to say that I have spoken to people that have called me and they said, well, I had somebody working on my credit and I still am not ready to buy a house. My credit isn't going up. And when I find out how much these people are paying, they're paying $1,500,
Yes.
$3,000, and still they aren't getting results. And they're paying this at one time. So you're paying $188 down and $89 a month. And we're asking, give it 4 to 6 months and give it time to see results. On top of that, you know, credit is one piece, but what got me, you know, I like the budgeting piece. I like the debt payoff piece. Like there's the will and trust. Like there's so many other pieces in this that make the $89 that's like nothing.
Really, really. And the fact that you have a company that's been around for 14 years, solid. Because when you give somebody, some stranger or somebody you met or whoever, you really don't know much about them. I've talked to people who paid $1,500 and didn't get nothing done and couldn't even get in contact with the person they gave the money to. You have a company that has a customer support number. You can call them, they're gonna answer their phone, and they just have stability. And that's the main thing, right? So we also have some other valuable services offered by our parent company, financial education services. We have let's say if someone has no credit and they need a positive trade line, they need to show that they are paying a bill every month on time. We partner with a company called Credit My Rent. And what I love about this, we just came back from our convention in Las Vegas. The CEO of this company was there. They only used to report to TransUnion. Now they report to TransUnion as well as Equifax, and they can go back up to 2 years. So how that works, you sign up, you give them your landlord information. It can be a residential lease or commercial lease. If you're renting a commercial office, your good paying rental history can be a positive trade line on your credit report, and we can go back up to 2 years.
Yeah, I just want to say that's huge because, I have worked with people that are paying hefty amounts in rent, $1,500, $1,700, $2,000. Let that count to help improve your credit. So that's great.
Right. And that's absolutely right. Let that count toward, because you're already paying somebody else's mortgage, whether it's the apartment complex's mortgage or the person whose home you're renting. So at least get credit for it and let that help build your credit. We also offer a secured credit card. We partner with First Progress, Synovus Bank down in Columbus, Georgia. And what I like about this secured credit cards, all of them are not created equal. Because I had a friend, she got this card, but she was going to go with Capital One. First of all, their interest rate was 29%. Okay. This card right here, you are guaranteed to get a 10.9%. So what is a secured credit card, first of all? Secured credit card is for people who cannot get a traditional credit card. So what you do, you put money down. Let's say you put $500 down. That is your credit line, okay? So it's a security deposit, basically. And what they do, you utilize that. You use your utilization. I show people how to pay your bills. When you pay with your debit card does not build your credit. Pay your bills with the secured credit card. When you get paid, pay it off. Pay your bills, pay it off. Pay your bills, pay it off. Now you are building a positive credit history just by paying your monthly bills that you were going to pay anyway. The second good thing about this card, the first thing is the low interest rate. The second thing is it reports to all 3 credit bureaus. See, a lot of people don't ask those questions. Oh, I got a secured card with this one. Does it report to all 3? You want to build your good credit with all 3 credit bureaus. So these are other services that we offer in addition to the protection plan.
Awesome.
For those guests who are on today and you really are ready, you want to take action to improve your credit and finances today, Natasha is offering her clients a special incentive, okay? Once you sign up for the services, the protection plan, pay the $188 and go on and get started. Once you refer 5 people, let's say you sign up and let's say that first month you start getting items off of your credit report and you want to refer your family or friends. You refer 5 people, now your $89 a month, your services are free once you refer 5 people. So in order to get started and partner with Natasha, visit her website. Then you can help your family and friends also get their credit in order so they too can also become homeowners.
Exactly. Like education is key. And it was so important for me to have an option to give people that call me that have, need credit help. Because the reality is, I know you've heard of this, like you're the jack of all trades and the master of none. Like my lane is real estate, and I know some about credit, I know enough, but that's not my expertise. I wanted to partner with an expert that could help those people that need that credit expertise, and that's where Bonita comes in. So yes, go to my website. Once you sign up and you're getting everything set up in your back office, Bonita is gracious enough. She's going to be the one helping you get set up
Yes.
and making sure you're getting set up. And that's another important key I want you to know. Signing up is one thing. You have to take the steps. You have to take the steps to get everything set up, okay?
Yes.
So that's really important. The other thing that I want you to know, whether you're buying a house or not, your credit needs to be in order. You need to have good credit. You need to have a will and trust. You need to be saving. You need to be talking to your kids about doing better. So yes, this offer is available to anyone, whether you are buying a house or not, whether you're using me as your realtor or not. So this is available to you.
And I'm glad that you said that. Even if you're not buying a house, your credit affects so much, whether you can get a cell phone without paying a security deposit. I've talked to people. I talked to a guy one time. He had a job. He made decent money. His credit was so bad, he could not get an apartment. They wouldn't give him an apartment. He was living out of extended stay hotels. And then when his money got funny, right before he got paid, he was sleeping in his car, and he had a job. Your credit affects so much more. Even getting certain jobs now, they're not just doing background checks, they're checking your credit. Government jobs, bank jobs, they're checking your credit now. If you're up for a promotion, your car insurance. It's not, if you and your neighbor live in the same zip code and drive the same car and you're paying $200 more than they're paying, it's credit. So it just affects too many things in your life for you not to ignore it. So
exactly. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And it baffles me that we aren't taught this in school, but it is what it is. We could have a whole nother dialogue about that. We won't get there, but I do appreciate that, the Mint, the YFL, they, have a part where they talk to, kids or talk to schools about that. And then each of us need to be doing our part to talk to our kids. So like you said, that they do better than we did.
That's absolutely true. And like Natasha said, once you partner with her, you have me as a coach. I will walk you through because there are certain things you have to do. Go in and give them permission to pull your credit and all like that. So I'm here to support you. And then you have customer service also that are there 9 to 9. Monday through Friday. So you have a tremendous support system. We want to see you be successful in this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bonita. Guys, I'm going to have all of this information down in the description box of this video. I'm going to have Bonita's information as well. Please go ahead and visit her site. You're going to see she is so resourceful. You're going to see some testimonies on there. But yes, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to myself, reach out to Bonita. We want to help you, okay? Whether it's becoming a homeowner, just improving your credit, saving, whatever it is, take action now.
All right. You take care.
All right. Have a good one. Have a positive, peaceful, and productive day. If you guys have not done so already, please go ahead and like this video. Subscribe because I bring you new videos every week, and I don't want you to miss any content. And again, have a great one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.